Rock and Rod Roofing is hosting a Octane and Caffeine event, and it's to replace the Cars and Coffee, which kind of got shut down temporarily until they find a new location or settle their issues or whatever the deal is. But Coffee and Cars, what I heard, got shut down because of the burnouts and wrecks from all these people leaving the events. So them and a couple of other regular events have been shut down because of that happening lately. So Rock and Rod's like, well, forget that noise. We're going to keep this train rolling, and they are. We're in the parking lot of Rock and Rod's Roofing's Octane and Caffeine. Everybody's lining up at the door, signing their waivers and all that. And magic timing, I just got some really awesome footage coming in. I'll show you that.
You came out searching for a reason, came out looking to throw me around, but I'll be holding for a while. But this time you would have to burn me down. I crumbled deep into the feeling that you leave me to drown. Yeah, I'm still holding up together, but this time you would have to burn me down. You came out searching for a reason, came out looking to throw me around, but I'll be holding on forever.
Out there at Octane and Caffeine, I met a couple of really great people. I went around, asked questions, talked to people. People talked to me, asked me about photography, camera, stuff like that. But specifically, I met a guy with a Subaru and some Knockerballs, and those things look like a ton of fun. I went and asked him about. So I highly encourage you, when you're out at events, especially like Octane and Caffeine or Speed Advocates, our meets, or especially out on a cruise, go talk to some of these people. They have really interesting stories. Ask them about their ride. Just like you, they're going to love to talk about it. So I did, and we've got Mark with Subaru with a very interesting story, very, very meaningful. And I'm going to share some of that with you. And then also talk to a guy with a beautiful white Camaro SS. And I'm going to show you a couple of clips of that shortly, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Mark.
Hey, Mark. I'm with Speed Advocates. We're
Yeah, I know. We cruised with you guys this morning. Yeah,
Oh, cool.
that was
Very
a lot of
cool.
fun. Thank you for that, by the way.
glad you enjoyed it.
Well, it was a blast.
What are these things, man?
So these are Knockerballs. What they are is orbs that you can put yourself in, and we play different sports in them. So we'll play things like soccer, like a similar game to musical chairs. It's called musical hoop. We have a variety of games that we play, like sharks and minnows, where we have one shark and everyone else is minnows, and the objects of the game is chasing everybody around, knocking down. So
like so much fun.
it is a lot of fun, and
That gets me excited. Like I want to get in one. I want to shark all the minnows.
Well, I mean, if you want to try one on, you're more than welcome to get inside of it.
Could you do it? I can't do it and hold the camera. Do you mind like doing a demo for me? Just
So
put it all up.
the way that it works is that there's straps inside of it,
Okay.
and it goes around your shoulders pretty much like a backpack. So once you get yourself inside,
Oh, I see. So you just hold it up by your head.
Yep.
And it keeps your head protected if you fall.
Your head's protected.
Okay, you just got your little legs sticking out, kicking, looking funny.
And what I like about it is that it keeps your shoulders and elbows tucked in. That way you don't risk damaging anything, like upper body wise.
Right.
And you still have freedom of movement to move around, and you can go all night long with these games and not get hurt. And that's what we love about it.
That's cool.
Because most of us are out of the Army now, so like, this is how we come together is car meets, and the car culture and car community is what keeps us going, really. But overall, like it's more than just cars. It's a brotherhood, and I love these guys, and I couldn't feel more blessed to be a part of this with them.
Definitely.
So you can go to our website, OmegaKnockerball.com. Call us at 713-659-0244, and you can speak to any of us, or email us at OmegaKnockerball@gmail.com. We'll bring all the balls out. We'll organize the entire game sets, and we'll be there to supervise the whole thing.
So you've got a Subaru here. What year?
It's a 2013 Subaru STI sedan, and it's got pretty much everything and anything done to it that you would ever want to do in a Subaru. I started working on this project about 3 years ago. I had a battle buddy. His name was Eamon. He was really into cars. I was into cars in my younger years, but I never really dove much into it as I grew older and I started being more responsible and all that jazz. But when we came home, ended up losing him. He died on us like in January of 16 or 17 rather, and after that I knew I needed something to not just remember him by, but also to keep me level-headed and keep me going. So that's when I got this car. So got an AEM intake, the parent front mount intercooler, and then I did 1000cc injector dynamics injectors.
Okay.
I have the Cobb Flex Fuel, so I'm running E85 or 93R. I can do a mixture of both.
Okay.
And I'm also running a Cobb 20-gram turbo to an NVIDIA Catalyst downpipe to a Tomei exhaust. And I've also got the parent motor mounts and a bunch of other stuff I really can't remember right now. I've got the Cusco coilovers, SPT front sway bar, and the Megan Racing rear sway bar. And I've got parent front and rear sway bars at the bottom, along with cartboy end links. So the thing handles like a dream.
So how long have you had it?
It's been 3 years now.
Okay. How many miles have you put on it?
I would say about 30,000 miles.
In 3 years?
In 3 years. I don't daily this car for obvious reasons, because I mean, once you go E85, your fuel consumption just goes berserk.
Yeah.
So this is really just my hobby car. This is what keeps me level-headed, keeps me going, because I mean, after getting out of the military, I knew I needed something.
Yeah.
And this car has become my therapy. It was tuned at Cosmic on their Mustang dyno. It made about 375, 385, somewhere around there.
Okay.
But I mean, it wasn't really the power that I was
Right.
really looking for. Is the torque, and it did improve the torque curve significantly over stock.
I had the car now for going on 3 years.
3 years.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My dream car, I always wanted one growing up. The first gen Camaro. I didn't care if it was 67, 68, or 69. I just always liked them growing up, and I finally got one and built it myself.
Cool.
That's pretty much it.
How many miles have you put on it?
Whew. Bro, I go on like 4 and 5 hour road trips. Sometimes I might get up and just go to Galveston for no apparent reason. So I might have put maybe 2,000-3,000 miles on the road. I go 4 hour road trips with no problem. Austin, Dallas, all the way out to Louisiana on occasion. 68 LS3 swap Camaro. I got a 480 behind the LS3. The whole swap I pretty much done myself with my cousin and my uncle.
Yeah.
You know, and LS stuff real easy to work with. You can pretty much switch parts from any LS vehicle to use on the car. So I got a 2014 6.2 liter. The accessories come off a C5, C6 Corvette. The fans come from a 2002 Camaro. The little catch can I got from eBay for like 30 bucks. People always ask me about it. Yeah, so I just source parts around. And that's what I got pretty much. Man. Just a comfortable old school car I can get in, turn a few heads, and burn a little rubber. These wouldn't always like this. They look like sleeks now, but they were actually tires once upon a time.
That's good though.
Yeah, heck yeah. Gotta get in and drive it, man. Big shout out to Speed Advocates, man.
Oh, thanks, man.
No problem, no problem. My Instagram is super misfit _ Camaro. SUPAMISFIT _ Camaro. Yeah.
I appreciate you letting us do a little
No
overview
problem,
of your
no
car,
problem.
little interview, and spending a few minutes with us. Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem, man. I support the movement. Speed Advocates all the way, people.
I'm really glad that we made it out to Octane and Caffeine. Probably going to be there next month. As soon as I'm done producing both the videos on the Subaru and the Camaro, I will put a link in the comments below. So if you want to see that full overview of both the car and driver, check that out below. Thanks for watching. Come out to our meets, like, subscribe, and we will see you next time.
We crave for knowledge, for